Straight all day.
You are now tuned into the show where you learn the discipline to show up day after day to do the work, confidence to put yourself out there boldly and authentically, and the mental toughness to continue showing up, doing the work, putting yourself out there, even when the success you've expected to achieve has yet to be achieved. And on top of all this, you get a huge dose of personal initiative. What is that? That is the go-getter energy that moves any one of us, including yourself. It's going to make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. And then we put all this together into a series of frameworks, approaches, insights, strategies, techniques, mindsets, all underneath the umbrella of one unifying philosophy that is called work on your game. My name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day, and welcome to the show. And today's topic, we're going to talk about the only two colors that matter. And I'm going to tell you what those two colors are right now. Those colors are green and gold. And if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, good. You're not supposed to, because I'm about to explain it to you in a moment. Now, before I get into that, let me tell everybody that I send out a daily motivation text message every single day to everyone who is in my texting community. If you would like to receive that and be part of this texting community, here's all you got to do. Send me a text right now at the following number. This is the number that I'll be texting you from. It is 305-384-6894. When you text me there, you'll be in my text community. You'll get the daily motivation text free of charge every single day. That's number one. And number two, there's some perks and bonuses I'm not even going to mention here. And number three, I'm going to give you all this stuff. It doesn't cost you anything. Number three, you are actually texting with me. So you can reply to any of those text messages. And you are actually talking to Dre Baldwin through text. So you can just save my number there and you'll be able to text me right there at that number. Again, is 305-384-6894. Now let's get to today's topic, green and gold. Now, a lot of people have been making noise about especially over the last couple of years. I mean, it's been going on all of our lifetimes, but especially over the last couple of years, there's been a lot of noise, a lot of news, and a lot of, we'll just say noise, this is the best way to put it, about around and making business that is concerning colors. All kinds of colors. Usually people are talking about skin color, right? And talking about race and nationality. Now, I've already explained to you through many episodes of this show that if you don't know about, just go to workonyourgamepodcast.com and you can see the archive for yourself, or you can scroll through the archive wherever you're listening to this right now, whether on YouTube, whether you're on SoundCloud, Apple Music, whatever. I've already explained to you how a lot of this is just a hustle for a lot of these folks, but they are fooling a lot of you into believing it. And the problem with fooling you into believing it is that it is distracting you from what actually matters. It's distracting you from the things that you need to be focused on. But the good news is, I'm going to help you out and make sure that you're focusing on the right things through today's episode. So today I'm going to help set you straight. Point number one. The topic once again today is the only two colors that matter. Point number one. In business, the number one thing that matters, the only thing that matters, is the exchange of resources. Usually that is money between people, because that's what business actually means. Business is the exchange of resources between people. Usually the resource that we agree to exchange is money. So everybody here is in business. All right, whether you know it or not, you're in business. Even if your business is pre-revenue, even if your business is not producing profit right now, you are still in business, because it costs money to be born, it costs money to die, and it costs money to live in between. So everybody's in business. You are exchanging money one way or another at all times. Money these days is mostly, or it's becoming more and more, intangible numbers on a screen. We don't need to actually hold the money. It's just whatever you can pull up on your account or whatever's on your credit card, just or something that you look at on the screen. It's just numbers. But the money that we have in America, the actual cash, it is usually green dollars. All right, everybody's seen those before, right? So if you're in business, and as I said, we all are, the aim in business is to produce some type of return for the exchanges that you create. Because you are putting out good work, because you are helping people solve their problems, because you are helping move people forward, because you are a solid performer who produces results, what do you get in exchange? Usually you get money, because green is the result that you get when you do a good job. Money is the accepted medium of exchange for good business being done. Everybody understands and agrees with that, right? Good. So is there anyone here who is thinking about right now, and I have people say this to me all the time, they want to get a better job, or they want to expand their business, or you want to do more business, or you want to sharpen up your business, you want to improve your business. Anytime somebody says that, what are they actually saying? Somebody says they want to get a better job, what are they usually saying? They're saying they want a job that's going to pay them more money for the performance that they're doing. Someone says they want to expand their business, what are they saying? They're saying, I want to serve more people with the goods and services that I offer, and in exchange, I'm going to make more money for doing that. The more people you serve, the more money you're going to make. I mean, logically, that just makes more sense. So what are people really talking about? When people say they want to do more in business or more at work or more in their careers, they are telling you that they want to make more green. Is everybody clear on that? Does anyone object to that, to these truths that I'm pointing out here, to this logical way that I've drawn a line to what green means? All right, since nobody objects, let's establish and let's hold on to this idea. Green is the color for business. When you are doing business, the number one thing you want is green. Doesn't matter what color you are, the color that you're after is green. Everybody with me? Good. Point number 2. Today's topic, once again, is the only 2 colors that matter, being green and gold. So let's talk about that second color. In competition, what you want is gold. Now, why do you want gold in competition? Now, everyone who is listening to or watching me right now, you have seen or you are at least familiar with the Olympics. All right, everybody knows what the Olympics are. Everybody, maybe you've seen it before, you've heard of it, you have some idea what it's about. So in the Olympics, at the end of every competition, and this is not just with the Olympics, but it happens in all different types of events, but let's say in the Olympics or any other type of event that is set up similarly, at the end of the competition, what happens? Medals get given out to the top performers. Usually the medals go to the top 3 performers. Now, what color are those medals? If you come in 3rd place, you get a bronze medal. If you come in 2nd place, you get a silver medal. And if you come in 1st place, you get a gold medal. And now, is this news? I don't think this is news to anybody. All right. So now that we know this, what does a gold medal actually represent? A gold medal represents that you are the best. It represents that you are number 1 at what you do. It represents that you are the most outstanding performer in the world in specific competitions. Now, let me give you a news flash, everybody. Life is a competition. Sports, academics, dating, podcasting, they are all competitions. You are competing for wins, you're competing for attention, money, connections to the right people, all of that. You're competing at all times in life. Life is an ongoing competition. Now, while at the same time, I have said, and I still believe, there is abundance in the universe. This is a world of abundance. There is a lot of winning that can be done. Everyone can get some level of attention. Everybody can make money, and there's no limit to how many people you can be connected with. So everybody can connect with everybody if they wanted to. So yes, there is abundance in the universe. And in addition to there being abundance in the universe, here's the reason why it's competition. Because many of us, and maybe you want more of that abundance than other people, or you want it faster than them. Or maybe you want it known that you have more than them, or that you did it better than them, or that you did it faster than them. This is the nature of competition. This is just the way that many of us are wired. If you're a competitor, this is the way that you're wired. Even though you understand that everybody can win, everybody can make money, everybody can feel successful, you just want to be a little bit more successful. You want to win a little bit more often. You want to make a little bit more money. Why? Because it's just the way that you're wired as a human being. You don't need to apologize for it. You don't need to fix it. You don't need to go to therapy for it. This is just the way that it is. Life is competitive. This is why sports are as popular as they are, because people want to see somebody win and somebody lose. That's why it's competitive. All right. This is just how we are as human beings. And this is not them, some other people, it's you as well. Even if you're not the competitor who wants or needs to beat everybody, when there is a competition going on, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. You watch the game, don't you? You watch that competition because you want to see who won. Do you not? Okay, so we all are guilty of this, if you even want to call it guilty. This is the spirit of competition, and it's healthy. The best competitors, you know what they get? They get gold for performing. All right, so if you want to win in competition, you get the gold. So this is the other primary color that matters. So we got green for the business, we got gold for the competition. Let's move on to point number 3. Today's topic, once again, is the only 2 colors that matter: green and gold. Number 3, every other color that you are talking about, or that you're involved in, or that touches you in some way, is merely a means to the end of producing green or gold. I told you all, and let me pull up that episode on how you can leverage your, let me see if I can find what episode that was. That was episode number 16, 18. In episode 16, 18, I told you what a black person could do with the social justice movement. How a black person could actually leverage your blackness to create some opportunities for yourself that you might otherwise not be qualified for, just because there are a whole lot of people who feel like they need to do something for the social justice movement. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the social justice movement, I understand that there is some leverage to be had there, so you might as well use it because it's set up that way. You didn't create it, but you might as well take advantage of it. So if you want to utilize that to create an opportunity for yourself, cool. And I did a whole episode on this, explaining this a year ago, and I told you, yes, if you're black, you might get an opportunity that you otherwise would not have gotten, simply because there are people out here, specifically white people who are guilt-ridden, who feel like they need to do something for a black person. They're going to give you an opportunity. Now, here's the caveat to that opportunity that you get. You better have your shit together, and you better be ready, because you will not get another opportunity if you suck with the opportunity that you get gifted just because somebody feels they need to do something to stand up for social justice. So yes, black person out there, you might be able to get an opportunity just because of that. And some of you out there, let's be honest, some of you might be born into the right family where you get opportunities just because you are in the right bloodline, or you're from the right community, or your parents know somebody who knows somebody, or maybe just sometimes in life we all have luck shine upon us and we get opportunities just because. And it might have something to do with your color, it might not, but understand, when you get that lucky opportunity, you better be ready to do something with it, because luck is not just going to keep happening to you if you don't have your shit together, and therefore you don't do anything with the opportunity when it falls in your lap. So I don't care what color we're talking, black, white, yellow, everything else, they are merely accessories on your path to green and gold. Let me say that one more time. Your color, your nationality, your gender, your race, your sexual identity, whatever the phrases are that are getting thrown out these days, all of them are
watching this on video. I was using a brand new camera, just learning about the technicalities of how this camera works, and the camera died in the middle of my recording. So I did not stop the show. That episode, you can listen to it on any of the audio apps, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, all of those. But the video did get cut off. We didn't get to record the rest of it on video, but the audio is still there. So sorry you missed the rest of that episode, but you can find it on the audio apps, and moving forward, we should be good with the video for future episodes. Work on your game.